Members of the Vineland, Lenape, and Pennsauken high school football teams got to learn from a champion this weekend after they were invited to meet with ESPN Monday Night Football analyst and Super Bowl winning coach Jon Gruden on Saturday.
Here today, we're here to try to help youth sports, in general in this country. Kids aren't playing like they used to. And a big reason we're here today is to thank these coaches, for all that they've done, given to these kids. And hopefully young people out there listening, hopefully they can choose to go out for a sport and play. And if you got some free time, maybe you can come out and coach.
What would you talk to or remind high school football coaches about the fact that they're more than just teaching the X's and O's on the field, and they're kind of giving life lessons?
Well, I think some of the best teachers on the campuses I go to are high school football coaches. These guys, they teach a lot of great qualities to young men. We talked about the intangibles and teaching kids how to be disciplined, how to be part of a team, how to be accountable. And at the same time, they're teaching them football at the grassroots level. They're teaching these guys who to block, how to block, and teaching them to want to block and motivating these guys. Man, it's a great role that a coach has, I think. It's great to be back in Jersey. I used to live here, too. Had my second son here. It's good to see y'all, man. It's good to see you, brother.
Let Jon talk a little bit. We talked to the original grinder himself. I got some questions here for him. So first one, we love our quarterback here, Carson Wentz. We know he was at Gruden's QB camp. What makes Carson Wentz so special compared to other quarterbacks?
Good evening, good afternoon. Carson Wentz. Let me tell you guys, who likes Wentz in here? All you like Wentz? Here's what I love about Wentz. Philadelphia is playing San Diego 3 weeks ago. They're on their own 10-yard line. It's a 16-10 game. Philadelphia makes a bad mistake up front. They don't block the nose tackle for the Chargers. And the guy's name is Brandon Mebane. He's 325 pounds. He almost kills Carson Wentz. He pancaked him. What do you think Wentz does on the very next play? He gets up and throws a perfect pass down the field to Zach Ertz. The one thing about Wentz, he's as tough as any guy that I have seen come through this league in a while. Wentz is what? He's tough. Everybody together, what is he? Tough. Watch that guy. Watch him. Watch how tough he is. The other thing I love about Wentz is his preparation is off the charts. This guy works it hard. He studies. He's really into it. And when he goes out and practices, it's like a game. He is really into football, man. And I challenge you guys out here today. When you go back and start practicing, you remember Carson Wentz. There's two things I want you to remember. Number one, he's really what? That's what you got to be. And number two, his preparation, his work ethic, it might be better than yours. Right, guys? So you got to pick it up in that area. Will you guys do that for me? All right. He's a pretty good passer, too, isn't he? Give me some more questions.
Who is the best player you have ever coached and why?
Man, Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice. I coached Jerry when I was with the Oakland Raiders. He was, Jerry knew he was going to get double covered. He knew he was going to get the other team's best defensive back. And he played his best when things got tough. I mean, he was tired, he was sore, he's getting double covered. It brought out the best in him. And he was a great football player, great competitor, and he knew what to do with the ball after the catch. I'll tell you one thing about Jerry Rice. How many receivers are in here today? I go and I watch teams practice, okay? A lot of times the quarterback throws the ball to the receiver catches it, and he walks back to the hub, right? You know what Jerry Rice did every time he caught a football? And he turned and ran and sprinted to the end zone every time he finished the play. So I want you receivers to start thinking like Jerry Rice. Man, I got to work harder after the catch. Long runs, they just don't happen. You got to practice making long runs, right, guys? So work on that, just like Jerry did.
Real quick before I turn it over, just want to give a quick round of applause to all the girls and guys that put food together for you guys. I know I speak for everybody here on PDQ. You know, we're really big in community. We really like the partnerships we have. Seeing all three of you guys, schools come in and be able to show the support for the community, it's been awesome to be a part of this, so we appreciate it.
Let's hear it for PD Crew, guys. Let's hear it. I'll be quick out there. First of all, who's got my Super Bowl ring? Somebody got there. Now listen, I'm going to be quick, but the reason I'm here for two basic reasons. Number one, I love football. You guys like football or not? I mean, I love football. I admire coaches that coach a game, and I admire young people that play the game. And I want you guys to really think a little bit about big picture stuff here for about 30 seconds. I want you to think about some of the things you're getting by playing football. You're not just getting wins and losses and aches and pains. You're learning about sportsmanship. You're learning about teamwork. You're learning about mental and physical toughness. You're learning about accountability and dedication. You're learning about a lot of stuff you can only get by being a football player, okay? And I challenge you guys right now to finish. Don't quit. I don't care if you're in the playoff hunt or not. Do not quit. You finish this season with as much authority as you can. Give me 3 claps if you're with me. 3 claps. Finish, man. The other reason I'm here today really is I want to thank your coaches. And these coaches, I tell you what, I go around the country and I try to meet the high school football coaches that are really giving a lot of their time back to the game. And it's getting tougher and tougher. Players, you might not know this, but they don't get paid $1 million a year to coach. You guys with me? And a lot of times parents are hard to deal with, right? Sometimes the administration is hard to deal with, and sometimes the budget isn't very good either. It's hard. It's hard for them to get assistant coaches. It's hard for them to make a living doing this. So let's hear it for these coaches, man. Really, the only reason you 3 teams are here today, we could have probably picked a number of other good coaches and good teams, but we picked you 3 teams because it's been brought to our attention that you guys play your butts off. And I get excited about teams that give effort, okay? Effort takes no talent, does it? Does it take any talent to give your best stuff or not? No. And the reason you guys are here is because you're highly recommended in terms of your effort. And I want that to be part of your future in the classroom and everywhere you go. You guys with me on that? And by God, when you strap it on next week, I'll be checking on you guys. You better put forth more effort than you did this weekend. You guys dig it? All right, man. So we're going to get into our program now. You guys ready for this? You guys ready or not? Yes, sir. What I want to do real quick is I'd like to just bring up Coach Tab. Coach Tab, he comes from Pennsauken. Let's hear it for Coach Tab. Coach Tab, he's been around like 15 years. He looks like he's about 100 years old now, doesn't he, guys, being a coach? I want to bring up real quick Coach Mack from Lenape. Come on up here, Coach Mack. I want to bring up here Coach Gruden. We got these three coaches up here. Now this comes from me. This is nothing great, but this is a $100 gift card for you, $100 for you. Buy yourself dinner. Do something nice for yourself. Do something nice for yourself. All right? You guys can sit down. You guys can sit down. You stay up here with me. We're going to start with Coach Tab, Pennsauken Indians. Are we 2 and 3 right now? 2 and 4. Okay. I want to introduce a Gruden grinder for you. You guys ever heard the Gruden grinder? What is a grinder? Anybody know? Guy works hard, man, behind the scenes, doesn't get enough credit. I want to introduce, is Terrence Phillips here? Yeah. We got an autographed PDQ football from Terrence Phillips. He's a cornerback. And really, from the FFCA, the Fired Football Coaches of Association, and PDQ, we'd like to present a check to Coach Russo and the Pennsauken Indians for $4,000. We've got to get a quick photo with our PDQ guys here.
Hey Coach, real quick, one issue. We need to know, what is your goal for the rest of the year? Because we'd like to do one more thing for you and the team. You have a goal for the rest of the year for your team that's important for you and the team to reach by the end of the year.
Yeah, so our biggest goal, John kind of hit on it. I want y'all guys to finish. We talked about it right after the game today. Things didn't go the way we planned, but you still came today, you're enjoying yourself. Finish. Whatever you start in life, and that goes for all y'all. Whatever you start in life, things ain't gonna go your way. Finish anyway. Finish anyway with that effort.
So Coach, as Coach said, we're going to keep an eye on you guys. We're going to watch and see how the season's going. You let us know if you guys reach that goal and you guys finish. At the end of the year, we're going to throw a party for you, for the entire team here at PDQ at the end of the year. So we keep an eye out for you, and that's what we're going to do for you guys.
Thank you.
Let's bring up Coach Mack. Coach Mack, come on up here. Now, Lenape, you guys 5-1 or 6-1? 5-1. 5-1. Now, I got a lot of grinder candidates. I've been talking to Coach Mack on the phone the last few nights, and I had to pick the guy because he had too many recommendations. I'm going to go with just one guy. Is JoJo Calamere? Yes, let's hear it for JoJo. And on behalf of PDQ and the FFCA, we'd like to present a check to Lenape football for $4,000. Sitting here, we're going to ask Coach Mack, just like we asked our previous coach, Coach Tab, what are your goals for the remainder of this season?
Well, the first goal is to have a good practice on Monday. We get back into it, you watch film, you break it down, and not to sound cliche, but I'm sorry.
Not to sound cliche, but we need to clean some things up to get better. We got a tough opponent this Friday in Cherokee. I look around here, I see so many young, great faces. I look at the Vineland football team and the boys from Pennsauken High. It's exciting. Football players are special people. Doesn't matter who you play for, what team you play for, what coach you play for, you're special people. And it's great to see you guys out here on the fields. I follow you, Coach Russo. You're doing a great job down there every year. It's awesome to see Vineland back in the thick of things and doing well. Always had my heart at Pennsauken High since I was a kid. And my guys at Lenape, I'm excited for the things you do week in and week out to make us a better football program. So, short goal, we got to win this week, Coach. We got to win this week with a good practice on Monday and do what we do during the week. At the end of the year, hopefully we're playing into November and to December. But that's a long ways away. So we appreciate you being here, and thanks for all you do for high school football with your association. Thank you, Coach.
Cash that. That's just a, a real check that we'll get. All right. What was the two things that I liked about Carson Wentz? Anybody remember? What else? Preparation, right? What does Jerry Rice do every time he catches a pass? All right. You got to keep learning every day. You got to keep learning. And some of the things that you learn, you got to apply to yourself. Are you guys with me on that? There's nothing worse than learning something and not applying it. So think about that. Last but not least, let's bring up Coach Russo. Hey, what is a fighting clan? Is that what it is? Hey, we got a grinder here. You're going to have to help me with your quarterback's pronunciation. Isaiah Pacheco. Where you at, Isaiah? Come on, Brady. Come on. His nickname is Pop. Now, this man is a 4-year starter. Let's hear it for this cat. Keep it up, man. You guys are 6-0. Great stuff. And in our last presentation for Vineland is we have a check for $4,000 for the Fighting Clan. Let's hear it for the Clan. Now listen, when we're done here, you see the Monday night bus out there? We have a sticker, don't we, Dan? Yep. Each team, okay, has to put their high school sticker on our bus. And before you put the sticker on, you see, I got to get some material for our game. You guys going to watch the game Monday night or not? Yeah. So we're going to give you guys some air time. Now, we don't know how much air time, but whoever really gives us the best chant has a better chance of getting on. You guys have a saying that you guys say, bring it in. You guys start thinking outside the box. That's after we're done. I just want to hear from Coach Russo real quick. Listen, you might learn something now. What is it about your program that you're doing that has turned things around? Why are you guys back on the radar again?
Positive energy, surrounding ourselves with good people who support us. We have a lot of support in our hometown of Vineland. We're real proud of our town and just staying positive. There's a lot of negativity around our football program for years, and we've cycled that out. It's a different day in Vineland. We've changed the culture. So we went from a not so successful culture to a successful culture now. Like I mentioned to you, not only is the varsity 6-0, but the freshmen 7-0 and the JV 6-0 as well. And we had record numbers this year, over 100 kids come out for our program, so we're very happy about that.
Let's hear it for Coach Russo. Great job. All right, so, hey Dan, can we get one team at a time to go out, put their sticker on? Who do we want to start with? Let's bring Pennsauken right out there. If you guys can all step out in front of the Monday night bus. And Vineland, you guys are on deck. Let's bring it in here, man. Pennsauken Indians here, yes or no? Yeah. Let's go, Code Red. Go 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 Red. Here, put this on my butt.
First off, Can I get a, oh yeah? Oh yeah! Can I get a, oh yeah? Oh yeah! Loud clap! Right there! Right there! Right there! 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. We're the best team on the field. We're the best team. And we hit the field like, and we hit the field like, and we hit the field like, all day like, all night like, defense like, offense like, we're the best like, they suck like, they sound like, they sound like.
Let's get an oh yeah on 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah!